How's the squad looking for Sunday?
Yeah, we're looking pretty similar to what we were last week. Got a couple of things we're looking at this morning, but should be pretty similar to where we were at last week.
Obviously Louis was on the bench last week. Do you think he'll be ready to make a contribution over the next 3 games?
Yeah, it was maybe a little bit ahead of schedule, like we spoke about last week. He got a small procedure done, and he was more there if we needed him. Kind of emergency to be there. He was maybe put in ahead of schedule, but it's a week further down the line. We've trained well, and he'll be closer to hopefully being able to make an impact for us.
Obviously, a good away win last weekend. Can give you confidence when you're going away? You've won at some big places, this big stadiums this season already.
Yeah, our away form's been good. We've been strong away from home. We've put in some good performances, got some good results away from home. That'll get tested again on Saturday. Obviously, it's a very tough venue and a good team that we'll be up against again. So yeah, we'll need to put in a similar performance, if not better, to come away with a positive result.
What sort of challenge are you expecting from Hearts?
A difficult one. I mean, you see the European game midweek. They've made a few changes, but they're still very, very strong. It shows you the strength and depth and the level of the squad they've got. So yeah, regardless of who they change and who they bring in, they're going to be strong. We'll need to be at our best. We'll need to be good in and out of possession for sure. We'll need to be organised. We'll need to, as a staff, we'll need to be good. The game plan and how we approach it will need to be good. So yeah, it'll be a tough test, but one we're looking forward to.
Is that something, their injury list, that you look to take advantage of then, albeit they do still have a strong squad?
No, I think whoever comes in, they're strong. They're a strong team. You look at their bench, they look at the players that aren't involved. They're strong. They're very strong. They've got strength and depth. So regardless of who they play and who's in and who's out, it'll be a tough match. It'll be a tough afternoon for us, and one will need to be, as I say, as close to our best as possible.
With just 3 games to go before the break, have you spoke about a target, about points kind of thing, to get yourself in a good position and everything?
Not with the squad, no. We're just kind of approaching one game at a time. That's just the message to the staff. We're very strong in what we want to do and our beliefs and what we want to try and achieve. But everything we've got, our full focus goes into one game at a time. We're not at a level where we can say, okay, what's happening after Hearts? We're aware of what's coming, but our full focus and everything we've got is how we perform our best against Hearts, and then the midweek game will take care of itself after that.
Do you think because of the timing of the World Cup, not just for yourselves but for all the teams, there's an extra pressure at this time of year to get the points because there's a break?
I think you want to go into the break as positively as you can. I mean, we're trying to remain as positive as possible. We're looking at the league and we're saying we're 4 points away for third position, which is something at the start of the season we would have said, yeah, that would have been a positive. I mean, if we can stay in and around that, if not better, where we are just now, the target is always to improve and how we can get better and how we can progress in the league. If we can get through 3 very tough games between now and the World Cup, we want to be getting into that with as positive as possible, and hopefully get a couple of boys a much needed rest.
Given how the last few weeks have been, how big a win was that at Dundee United?
Yeah, it was a huge win. It was a massive 3 points for us. Like I said, the results before weren't what we wanted, even though some of the performances were good. The most important thing last week was to win the game. That was it. That was the message to the players. It was the results, the getting the 3 points. The performance came after that. The most important thing, like most weeks, is how do we win that game. As I say, we weren't at our best. I think in the game we were comfortable, even though, like I said, after the game they had a little bit more of the ball, but we had options if we needed to and wanted to change it. I didn't feel like we did. We came through the game pretty comfortable, but yeah, there's no getting away. It was a massive win for us.
Hearts is a difficult place to go to. The last twice Motherwell have been, they managed to lose 2-0, and obviously remember the game here, the 26 shots on goal, and they somehow won 3-0, and you get a point to prove against them.
No. We want to continue doing what we're doing. We understand, like, even that game, if you say, yeah, we had so many 26 shots or whatever, but it shows you, how clinical Hearts will be if you give them the opportunity. So we're aware of what they've got, what their strengths are. We want to bring our game, our style to the game and cause them as many problems as we can. But again, without repeating myself, we will need to be strong individually. We'll need to be strong, but we'll need to put in a very strong performance and be somewhere near our best to get to do that.
A point you made recently as well, though, is that it's not just up to Kevin Van Dien to score goals. And you've had that. You've had Sondre Solholm scoring, you've had Stuart McKinstry scoring. That's quite important, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, the chances that we're creating are falling to other players. It's just been about being clinical and converting the chances when they come. And yeah, Stuart stepped up recently. Stuart scored a couple with good chances throughout the team. And yeah, it's important that the forward players mostly start to put some good numbers on the board. And yeah, it's a collective, it's a team effort. The same as when we keep a clean sheet at the weekend. It's a team effort, but scoring goals as well. We need to spread them around more. That's obvious.